I was born, I was born on the West Coast. I grew up near Alaska, so I was pretty far up. A little town called Cedarvale. That's about a 4-hour drive from Hyder, Alaska. So I was pretty off the beaten path. The big tectonic shift for me would have been when I became an apprentice of this great violinist named Oliver Schroer, who was based out of Toronto. Well, he was really influenced by the kind of guru-shisha-disciple relationship in Indian music, and so he just asked me kind of formally to be his apprentice, and I would go live with him for periods of time since I was about 14. And so it's, he influenced me hugely musically, but it just, that example of kind of living with your mentor was, you see that in so many traditions, and especially in older times, and I feel really lucky to have experienced that firsthand. I studied with a great Baroque violinist named Marc Destrebe, and that's when I really had to make up for these 18 years of kind of just investigating soundscapes that I'd done and really hone in on just the technique side of the violin. I do really believe in if you're in love with a certain kind of music, to go to the land where that music was made, and that served me really well. Of course, my time in India and Chennai, but I was recently studying in Mongolia, and I spent a lot of time in Scandinavia, and going to various rural areas where the music would have originated from, and spending time in the bigger cities. I'm really committed this year to just focusing on improving, giving myself permission to, like, if something's not sounding good, to go back to, like, start with Twinkle Twinkle and work up from there, and sort of begin that process anew every day, which I haven't done in almost a decade. And it feels amazing, but it's really scary to get into that, because in this line of work, you feel like if you take a break for 20 minutes, you're not going to have a career to come back to. And so it took a lot of guts to kind of let the momentum slow down for long enough to actually fully commit to improving as a player, as a composer, and facing that fear of making that space, happened. And then literally, I'm only a few weeks into this, and a few weeks after making that decision, this award kind of came into my life. So it's pretty, it's a pretty cool coalescing of these two things.